Do do do. I think we are already live. Let's see. No drought frames. Yes, we are live. All right. We're playing Kirby's Dream Course today, or actually, this is Kirby Bowl. This is the Japanese one meant for the Super Famicom. We are playing it on a tinily modified Super Nintendo. Super Nintendo can actually play the Famicom games, but or the Super Famicom games. You just have to break off some plastic tabs on the inside. So we're playing with the Super Nintendo today, and playing some Kirby's Dream Course.
Slash apparently bowling. When I first saw it, I was like, you mean golf? It's definitely mini golf.
Which one should we play? Which one?
Not the one we did before, so pick a different one.
Well, we played Mr. Shine and Mr. Bright last time.
That's true. We did.
So let's try Gordo.
Uh-oh.
So what she means by bowling is that the Japanese name for this actually translates to Kirby Bowl instead of Kirby's Dream Course. So alright, we're going to leave these all with their easy settings because it's hard enough game the way it is.
Yeah, if you dominate like you did last time, I'm gonna make you go up on your side, yo. Like, I try my best. I do. I hope it's okay, dokies, but I'm not the best at this game. Brandon, a little bit better.
So if you're not familiar with this game, Allison's going to start it here.
Uh-oh.
But the way that this game works is that each player plays as a different color Kirby, and you can see on the screen that there are lots of different enemies kind of flashing like a gold color there. All of those are... It's sort of like a mini golf game. You're trying to hit each one of those, and when you hit them, they turn into a star, and you're trying to collect more stars than your opponent here. Once you've collected all of them except one, the very last one will become like a golf hole, and you can see how they're turning into stars there.
Keep going.
So the very last one will turn into like a golf hole, and
and you have to try to make the shot, and like it's worth 2 stars. So right now I've got 2 stars. He's got no stars because that's the correct number of stars. But in my experience, actually making the last shot is not as easy as it sounds, and you can easily just collect those 2 stars and then have them stolen from you because you didn't actually make it in the hole. That one accelerates it, right?
yeah, it doesn't actually like... like these blue arrows will change your direction instantly, whereas the...
but keep your momentum going.
the ones that look like that, like, accelerate you so you can still kind of go off in the wrong direction.
Got it.
Yeah, try that. Let's see what happens.
Do 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 do.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have hit it that hard. Ah, never mind, it worked.
I mean, you're not going out of bounds. It would have let you know. Well,
Yeah.
maybe not. Hey! You stop.
So you can also like steal the stars from the other players. So after they've hit the enemies, you can hit the stars for yourself and collect them as your own. See how my stars are pink in color and hers are yellow in color. So yeah, the goal is just to collect as many stars. Hey, it looks like we've got Tom and Alex on right now, so that's awesome.
Oh, very cool.
So yeah, Tom, this is a bit of a different game from most of the Kirby games. This is more of like a weird multiplayer mini golf kind of game. But it's a fun game to play with someone else. It's nice and relaxing and an interesting game at that.
Boom. Nope.
You
Nope.
missed.
Nope.
Missed all of
Nope.
them.
Nope. Just hit the thing. Hit the thing. Hit the thing. It'll accelerate me backwards. Oh, that was top level, top notch playing. I'm good at this game. I'm very good. Look, I just gotta get closer, Brandon. I'm not on the screen. Oh. Is this the appropriate distance?
Okay.
No. No. Why?
How do I control the tornado?
I don't know. I don't know. I've never had the tornado. I only know the bouncy one.
You got the umbrella.
Yeah, but apparently I have an umbrella. That's also true. Alright, we're just gonna... I actually... can I hit back? I can. Okay, cool.
We have to go back up the stairs to get the other enemies.
Eventually. That's not my problem right now.
How dare you?
I stole a star. I stole a star. Don't ask questions. It is what it is.
Oh, I can't like hit it onto
Oh, happy birthday, Alex! What game is he playing?
the. Oh wow! I didn't even realize. I mean, wow! Yeah.
Facebook. Well, does he have his Facebook set up?
Probably not.
I was gonna say Facebook would have told me, but I have not been
Let's see
online.
if I can do like a.
Whoa, you're gonna get fancy?
Trick shot here.
Uh-oh. I don't know how to control this crap. What? Ooh, nah.
Well, I mean.
Kind of what you
can
wanted?
I tornado that way?
Almost. I feel like you tornadoed right back to where you were.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, what do I gotta do? I gotta jump somewhere? Alright. That's not Super Danger Town. That's not Super Danger Town. This one's not Super Danger Town. There's really not. There's like one area. So what I'm talking about when I say Super Danger Town, so that like green border that you see, if you are on the same level as that green border and you roll and you hit it, you bounce off. But
yeah, they're basically like shallow walls.
Very shallow walls. So you'll see over here, there's one area that doesn't have a wall, but those blue arrows would turn you back around. So it's not like super scary yet. I would miss that. That's not what I want.
I mean, you can hit it less hard than, because the arrows here are showing what would happen if you hit it as hard as possible.
I can't remember what the 3 levels are. I'm definitely gonna have to use that one. Can I? No.
Well, happy birthday, Alex. What game are you waiting for to download here?
Half speed?
Will you make it?
Yeah! I got tomato.
Okay, so the tomatoes are another part of the game here. If
That's true.
if you what am I trying to say here?
Oh, so if you fail to hit one of the monsters in a given round, you at the very bottom you see those little marks underneath our
yeah, down at the bottom down there. Let's see
so
if
it
I
says
can.
player 1, and
Right
then
there.
it's got like the tick marks. So you have a maximum of 6 ticks, and so if you fail to hit a monster in one of your rounds, you lose one of those points. And if you run out of them entirely, you go to sleep for, is it 1 or 2 rounds?
Yeah, you lose a turn essentially.
Yeah.
And so you don't want to run out of those little ticks. In the single player game, running out of those ticks is the end of your game. In the multiplayer one, it means you lose a turn. So she's gonna try and hit it into the hole over here. You can see now that we've defeated all the other enemies except for like the ones that move, that one of the enemies becomes the hole. And so
Avoid sharp enemies. That's what I've learned.
if you get your Kirby into the hole, then you end up
No! Doesn't matter. I stole your stuff.
if you get your Kirby into the hole, then you end the
You end the
end the round. And
That's a weird one. Why did you end there, Brandon? I wanted the middle star to be our final hole. The one that you. Why did you do that?
oh jeez, I just realized. Can I? Yeah.
This is where an umbrella would come in handy, I think, or the rock.
Let's see, if those things weren't spinning, I would just roll it in.
You can't.
So I'm gonna have to do something like. Oh wait, that was way too hard. Maybe not.
Was it?
Oh, I did it!
Doesn't matter. I got 5 stars to your 4.
Yeah, we're pretty close though, so we're good.
It's only round 1. It's fine.
We'll see what he plays.
Round 1 of 8.
This game also a little like skee ball. Yeah, I guess it's.
Yeah.
I think of it as like mini golf, but you have to like get.
Oh, can I see? Are these also the comments?
Yeah, it's over on the right side there.
Okay, because I'm trying to read like just like the 2.
Oh, the ones that are actually on the stream video.
Shush, shush, Shalalush.
There
I'm made of the smartest stuff. Dark Souls. No, none of that game. Civ. I like the Age of Empire games a little bit better than I like the Civilization games, just because I prefer real-time strategies and not turn-based. I don't have like the, I don't know, wherewithal to plan out my moves well enough. Oh, what? No!
Didn't hit the arrow.
No, but I thought you were gonna miss. You.
Dark Souls, I hear, is one of the most difficult games ever made.
Survival involved. I don't know what that one is at all. The last one.
Orc survival?
Never heard of it. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do exactly what you did, but I'm gonna do it.
You gonna try and be better at it?
Wait, did you you rolled into it, right?
Yeah.
Did you roll over it?
I rolled around it.
Okay. Try this.
You went over it.
Keep going! Keep going! Keep going!
Haha! Alright.
You know, I think of this as mini golf. For sure.
I should have gotten the tornado. It keeps you going. Oh,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. I don't know what mine is. Mine looks like super jump.
Give it a shot. Launch yourself off the edge.
Uh-huh. I wonder who that would benefit. How many monsters are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4 left. 4 of them left. How do I get them all?
Oh, okay. So he's played Ark Survival before, but it doesn't run very well.
Yeah, well, I don't really like computer games. I prefer consoles. Just because I'm lame and don't want to have to learn how to deal with a keyboard, and my computer's not that great.
Yeah, to each their own.
I mean, I can easily get the 1, but then I'm stuck with the 1.
The spiky thing is not
Yeah, I know.
one you can get.
Oh, yeah. This thing, if it is sharp, do not touch. That is the rule.
Dark Souls, I hear, is a fantastic game. It's just
Frustrating?
It's just super difficult, is from what I understand.
It's frustrating. I've never played it, but that's... I mean, even... Well, never mind. I was gonna say even Harley says that, but like...
I've watched some people like play it on YouTube and stuff. It does look difficult.
No! No!
Haha!
No!
You lost a tomato.
No. I eat healthy. I eat so healthy. You can tell. Oh, big strong. Where are you going?
I'm trying to control myself like this
Can you?
a
Ish.
little bit. It's very difficult.
You... This can go OB, isn't it?
Oh, doesn't say it.
Oh, alright. This is a bad idea.
Not saying it won't.
Bad idea. Bad idea. What does this button do?
Alright, Alright. You gotta stop the dogs from barking.
I don't want to talk about it.
Well, you just bust in here.
Nope, stop.
Alright, go you let them.
I'm gonna put them outside. Good. It's your turn anyway. I fell off the edge. Right. Very slowly come with me.
Allison's trying. The dogs ran in here and got themselves all tangled up in the
And all of our cords.
the cords here.
Come on.
What does this button do?
Alright, Saber, come on. Go, keep going. Saber, let's go sit. Saber,
Zipper, go on.
come on. Saber, come on. Outside.
Alright, sorry about that. Dogs decided they needed to be in here with us for some reason.
Alright, I also paused to put away the kitty cat food.
You want to close the door so the pets don't come back in?
Well, they're not.
The dogs aren't.
Pets. Ugh.
It's okay. I'm gonna sink this hole anyway.
You just don't even say that. How
Yeah?
did don't
Because
even
you had lost a turn. So
don't even you the words that I just can't
I
say.
win.
You got a +1 on me. That's all. Overall, not this round. Because I think I had a +2 on you last time. No.
Yeah, everybody's got to bring their dog to work day now, huh? All the time.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure Allison's familiar with the dogs busting in on her in the middle of meetings.
Only like every time. Like they're fine. Nala's adorable. That's for sure. In fact, depending on what meeting I'm in, I will pick up the animals and be like, "Hey, just letting you know this is a thing." Most people are excited to see them. So, I don't know, Tom, when are you actually going to be slated to go back to work? Like, into the office, I suppose. Or are you?
Look at that.
You stop that. No. No. Let's see. How did you do it?
I had the super bounce thing. I bounced over the hump. I hit the arrow, went that way, and then I used the bounce thing to go over the hump.
What is mine?
I
got a foot.
Kirby smiles and walks a little bit.
I'll just take an extra little stroll. A little bit of a swagger. Alright, well.
Welcome to anybody who's joining our channel here. We are playing Kirby's Dream Course. It's a weird take on mini golf with Kirby as the ball, and we're playing it in multiplayer mode. This is actually the Japanese version for the Super Famicom.
Interesting. I can't see where that one goes, but I
It
can
goes the
see
same
this one.
direction.
No, I know. One's just rolling, one's not. Okay.
Trying a day this Wednesday. My company is slow phasing things. Looks like I'll be going in a few days. I'm still working from home for a few days. Yeah, that sounds like what our company is intending to do once they reopen, is to have people kind of phase their way in.
They're kind of doing like a bit of a poll right now, trying to get an idea of who wants to come back into work, and like they're gonna try to phase in the people who are kind of like, no, I need to first. So nothing wrong with that. I will be in the latter group. In the no, I'll stay at home. That's fine. I get an hour and a half back of my day. That's fun. Whee! That's just rude. That's rude. Rude.
So yeah, anyway, this is Kirby's Dream Course, or the Japanese version, which is what we're playing. It actually translates to Kirby Bowl, and this is the Super Famicom version of the game. We are playing it on a Super Nintendo that has been physically modified to allow the cartridge to fit in the console. One thing that some people may not know is that the Super Nintendo will play Super Famicom games just fine, but you have to break off a couple little plastic tabs on the inside of the console, and that's about it. So I enjoy buying the Japanese versions of the game for two reasons. They're kind of novel, and
they're usually significantly cheaper.
they're usually a lot cheaper at like if you're at a used game store or something, which is an awesome benefit too. Wow, you just keep going that way.
That's not exactly where I wanted to go, but it's not exactly. I'm sorry, I just touched the mic. I was trying to set myself up to get in the hole. Yeah, I think you've got a pretty good shot at it, though.
Maybe. We'll see it. If I can get it just beyond that lip of that pool.
Is that liquid in there?
I think so.
What would have happened if we'd fallen in?
I don't know. I'm not intending on finding out. Oh, that was too shallow. Too shallow. Yep, I went in. Oh, there you go.
Okay, you sink in. Are you gonna drown? Please don't. I kind of like you.
Don't work too long, yeah. Do your 8 hours or whatever it is, and Take some time for yourself afterwards.
Actually work longer by mistake. No, I have alarms. No.
I do find myself more productive sometimes when people aren't, like, constantly bothering me for things. They just walk up to me at work.
Oh my god, that is my, like, constant at work. Like, I get it, I'm in a lot of meetings, but, like, oh, please, this could be an email, and no, you're still ahead.
By 1 point. Like, when we get to the later courses, that's not going to mean anything.
Yeah, no, it's true. So, I definitely do prefer it, and, like, I guess, for the record, I do a lot of programming, so programming, having a lot of hours where I can just sit uninterrupted, and, like, I've actually talked to my manager about this, on, like, Slack and stuff. I just go, cool, I'm on Do Not Disturb for the next hour, and I actually get a lot done. It's magic.
Allison would rather work full-time remote if she had the choice.
That's true. Absolutely true.
She's always been very clear about that.
Yeah, my manager knows that too, and she's like, so, do I sign you up to come back in? And I was like, you wouldn't. Like, Don't worry, I only spent an hour trying to decide what the ultimate route is, and then, optimal, not ultimate, and then I,
The longest route. It is the ultimate route.
I don't like this course. I don't even know if I can get 2 of them. Alright, go back to this thing.
You don't have to get 2 of them.
Shut up! You're ahead of me. I do have to get 2 of them. You are not in my best interest right now. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try this. No! No, keep going!
You can turn into a rock.
That's not what I wanted. I wanted to hit the wall a little bit harder and, like, bounce upwards. Was kind of my plan.
Yeah, okay.
It didn't really work. It was much more gentle. Yeah, you're just talking about, like,
oh, it didn't work.
Things going back to normal, and maybe it will.
Nope.
Oh,
all right, I'll be here.
oh, okay.
I hit the wrong button.
Like companies going back to work, so like new games will actually be produced. Is that what you were talking about, Tom? Store setup and formula heavy reporting. Yeah, sounds like the same thing of just like I need hours sitting here.
I was hoping that little vent would shoot me high enough to get up there without having to do the bouncing maneuver. It didn't work.
Thank you for reminding me of the vents there, because I might end up having to use my rock. Alright.
You get your little trampoline thing. Oh, you missed!
I did miss. Swing and a miss!
Don't worry, I'm a little sea urchin over here. Alright, that's...
The way you said that just reminded me of, like, I'm a little teapot. I'm like, nope, he's just a little...
I'm a little sea urchin, short and spiky.
Japanese games come out first, yeah. Oh, I just need them to start manufacturing again.
Oh, I hit that way too hard. Don't go off the edge, please.
Nope, that's it. You're done. I just really want the... Oh my god, I can't remember what the name is. What's that exercise game that came out for the Switch? It's like...
the Ring Fit.
Ring Fit. There we go. I want that game. I want that game desperately. I'm gonna try this again. The exact same thing.
Can you do it?
No promises, man. There. Happy? Whee!
Right over top of them.
That one! I'm gonna bouncy! No, I didn't mean to! It's fine,
Bouncy.
it's fine. Oh! No! No, Brandon!
That's alright. At least I don't lose a turn because of it.
But that game's been impossible to get a hold of, the Ring Fit game, since of COVID, just because clearly people are stuck at home and they're like, oh, I need to exercise, and that game got really good reviews. Like, it's supposed to be a game first and, like, exercise regime second. So. Oh, where you, no, you stop it. Brendan. Brendan.
Whoop.
Okay. Brat. Alright, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Pikmin for the Switch? They don't have a Switch Pikmin yet, though, right?
Not that I know of. I would have bought
Unless
it.
they've remastered one of them, but I
could
don't
be like
think
the
so.
third one they could remaster because that was a Wii U title. So I don't know what it takes to is it port?
Yeah, they've done a few that they call like definitive editions. Yeah, not yet. I didn't think that they had done Pikmin for the. Did they announce a Pikmin game though?
I feel like Pikmin's one of those games that like people like, but like the company doesn't make very many out of like. And maybe I'm wrong. I don't know what the market share is. I just make an assumption.
Yeah, it looks like I found an article here from 3 weeks ago that said Pikmin 3 is reportedly coming to the Switch. It seems like they're doing that a lot because, you know, the Wii U didn't sell very well, but they made some really good games for the Wii U, and so it seems like that they're trying to make up for that by just like reissuing all of the games for the.
Yeah, I almost
Switch.
bought. Oh my god. I go back and forth every time I see it at a used game store. It's just too much right now. But that Rayman Legends, I came like
I
within.
may have hit that way too hard at that trampoline there. Oh, good.
Oh, why are you a cheater? The Rayman Legends game, I love the Rayman Legends game, and I came like within a hair's breadth on the Wii U of 100%ing it. Why does it? What is it?
Yeah, Pikmin 1 was definitely a good game.
Yeah, Pikmin 2 was the trash collecting one, right? That one was kind of weird.
Yeah.
Alright, I get a new one. I get an umbrella. I'm not sure what
I mean, you're
umbrella
kind
is.
of collecting trash in all of them, to be honest.
Well, that one was like you were specifically. No, stop it!
That's one way to slow yourself down. I thought I lost my turn there.
Good luck, Brandon.
Yeah, see, it's gonna spin me off course.
You spin me right round,
I
baby,
don't
right
have.
round.
I don't think I have a special one right now.
No, you don't.
So.
Oh, that's what the foot is. It's just a smile. Oh! It just slowed you down. It didn't really spin you off course. So that wasn't too bad. Had all the tunnels. Yeah, like I feel like you were on like a recycling like mission or something. Like you.
Was that the one at Pikmin 2 where you were like underground a whole bunch?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what I meant by like.
That wasn't Pikmin 3 that did that?
No, Pikmin 3 was the one for the Wii U.
Yeah, well, I know, but.
And you were on like a bunch of different like planets and stuff. I don't know.
Really?
You probably had planets in all of them, but like.
No, there's different like they basically came to like what was like Earth, in most of them, or at least 1 and 2. And
well, you've got this one, Brandon.
I don't think so.
No,
I think
you're sleeping. You're sleeping on the job. All right. That one.
I think I don't know about 3. I don't remember 3 that much.
That's way too hard. I don't know what I've just done.
Thank you.
Stop
what?
it! Stop it! You're not supposed to be happy for me. And my
Not supposed to be happy for you?
Yeah, I don't. You should be happy for me.
Take those stars.
Shut up. I had them in the bag and I.
Oh, we have Pikmin 3 around here somewhere.
Yeah, we
right?
do.
Here, go grab it. I think it's on the shelf right there.
3 people in that one, right? Like I think.
I need to see the box here just to see. Be careful with your microphone there.
No promises, man.
I gotta see the box. I gotta.
Oh, you know we don't own it in physical. We own it downloaded.
We downloaded that on the Wii U?
I'm pretty sure I did.
How do I?
There's not a
boy,
box.
this is an interesting course.
There is no box. We have Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
When did we buy that?
I think I bought that at Zia Records.
Have you ever played it?
Not yet, no.
Okay. It's just what I thought.
Oh my goodness, you have to get.
That was like the thing Harley talked about the most. Whoa, what is this? Is this made of spikes?
You have to hit it as hard as possible to get off of this platform.
I'm sorry, I keep touching the mic. That cannot sound good.
It looks like you have to hit it as hard as possible to get off the platform, but then there's a spike ball right there. So, I guess here goes nothing. Let's...
Whoa.
No, okay, I spammed way too hard. Ah! No, it hits like there's a tomato every single time he bounces. Oh my goodness!
Oh, you made it to the
I
course.
should not have spammed it back that hard.
I didn't know what that would have done. That was great. That was great. You were trying not to go forward as much. Is that what your point was?
Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Yeah, like one of our other friends
Harley.
talks about Monster Hunter quite a bit, and it seems like a good game. I just haven't played it yet. I bought it for the Wii U so I could play it, but as you can tell, I have a lot of games that I've never played. So
No!
that's part of the reason for this this Twitch channel here, is to get playing some of those old games. Yeah, I know. I bounced across the spikes.
This level is impossible.
Yeah, the difficulty certainly stepped itself up on this one.
It spiked.
Ah! You gotta like line it up perfectly. You played it, Tom? Or at least watched someone play Monster Hunter? Ooh, risky. Yeah,
Whatever.
well, you're actually pretty good position now. Alright, let's see. See if I can hit it as hard as possible here. Well, that was hard enough. Okay, good.
What? Oh, I forgot that was a...
Yes! 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 Oh my goodness, this level is insane. It's absolutely insane. I feel like the camera's pointed kind of low here.
Okay. We're gonna fix this a little bit.
Ooh, that's a little high now.
Whatever.
I think that's probably pretty close to right. What's up? Should I do what Allison just did?
Yeah. Not realize that there's a vent there and then just go for it.
Well, I realize there's a vent there. See if I can...
Nope.
I was trying to go slow enough to not do exactly what you did, but...
You at least ricocheted onto it.
Yeah.
I did the nice, like, ooh, you don't need me no more. You don't need there.
How do I get out of here, though? That's the question.
Oh, interesting.
What's
It was
up?
a game that Jeannie used to play.
Monster Hunter? That's
the
awesome.
older version of it, I guess, the previous one. I didn't
Right.
know that there was even one before this.
Stop. Oh yeah, I haven't played the DLCs on the Luigi's Mansion 3. I like Luigi's Mansion 3, it's a good game. I got all the way to the final boss and then was like, I did the whole thing where it's like, I don't want the game to end, so I just kind of stopped playing it in fear of like, oh, I don't want this game to end.
I have never had that feeling. In fact, usually I'm super excited to be done with the game, and like, if I really like the game, I kind of am like, oh cool, new game plus, or like, what are the end credit features and whatever.
Right.
Like, modern games, that's rarely the end.
You really gotta like intentionally thread the needle on this game every single time.
For some reason, I thought I had a parasol and not a spinny vortex of doom called a tornado.
No, I went right over him. Oh no.
So you're just talking about the new Luigi's Mansion being Gooigi. You can do that in like the normal game, and then they have like a couple like mini game things.
That's fine. Yeah, the Gooigi thing is an awesome addition to it. I think they added that with the 3DS version actually.
I own that game, but I didn't play it much.
Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, I think it's called. Ooh, can you get him?
No. Do you think I can do this?
To hit it as hard as possible. That might do it. Yeah, there it is.
Okay. I think we're both on the wrong side of the map.
Interesting thing about Luigi's Mansion, though. There is some evidence actually in the game code that they intended to put a multiplayer mode in the GameCube version of it, but turns out they probably just didn't have enough time to finish the multiplayer mode. But there's plenty of code in there that like refers to. Fuck. I didn't mean to do that. There's plenty of.
Oh, you really didn't mean to do that.
And it's probably gonna start me back where
It's gonna start you exactly where you were.
But there's evidence. There's things like code that says things like play as Mario. So if they're maybe thinking that Mario is gonna be the like second player, and then like if you modify the code to spawn a second Luigi, that it actually goes split screen, and the second player or second controller port can actually control that version of Luigi. And interestingly enough,
I did the same thing Brandon did.
like the second player Luigi has some trouble like going through doors and things like that, which is exactly what Gooigi does in the games that contain him.
So it sounds like a lot of the concepts from like the first game got carried over into the actual implementation of Gooigi.
Yeah, yeah. Which is actually it's kind of interesting though, because Nintendo their development studios didn't actually produce the 3DS version of Luigi's Mansion. They contracted another studio to do that. So Nintendo must have told them like, hey, we want a multiplayer mode added to this game, because
Well, not even just a multiplayer mode, but just a like keep in mind that this is probably for like someone's younger brother or something, and like they can't be just going through doors. Stop.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know whether or not that came, because it looks like a glitch more than anything when you hack the GameCube game to do it. It looks like it's not the intended behavior of the second Luigi to be able to, because he can go through the doors. It just takes him like a long time to be able to open the door for some reason. So I don't know if it's more of like a nod to the glitch that they had, or if they decided, hey, that's actually a good feature of this.
Younger siblings are the bane of all older siblings, says somebody who's a younger sibling. So. Not that I really even count as a younger sibling. I'm sort of past that age gap, with 15 years being the closest sibling, so...
Right.
That was too hard.
Yep. I'm gonna bounce you back into it.
Oh, man.
Now let's see if I can manage to hit this.
Just right.
One
You're gonna do
shot
better
here.
than I do with this.
Oh, what do you think? Like that? That's probably too hard.
No, it's not.
There we go.
I should have stuck with my original plan, which was to let you have the goal, but keep going around and collecting your stars.
But yeah, when people start to play around with the game code for some of these games, it's really interesting to me to sometimes see, like, because you kind of get into like the developer's head a little bit, right? Like, you can kind of see what their intentions for the game were and stuff. And some of the games have some really interesting like histories to them, so it's interesting to see how those histories kind of mold the way that the games are in their final release.
Why would you ever go up there?
I don't know. We'll find out, I guess.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Don't hit it. It's good enough. I expected it to go straighter, but whatever. This is a weird one. There are really only 4? Like, we go from Spiky Land!
Yeah, I've never actually tried to modify a game or anything either, but I do watch a lot of videos on people who do that kind of stuff, and it's quite interesting to me.
You mod a little bit, so you'll mod your old consoles so that they
Well,
can...
I do hardware modding, not... I
Software.
don't try and actually break into the
Yeah.
the code of it. Clearly, you have to, to be able to play those kinds of... you have to come in from behind.
What?
Because it's like accelerating, so it'll like slow you down before it shoots you.
Oh.
You want to come in from behind so that it accelerates what you're attempting to do. Stay on the course. There we go. So, yeah, like I've never done that kind of thing, but I do find it fascinating when other people do, and the kind of the stuff that they're able to like figure out from the games. I don't think there's an... Yeah, you're gonna have to jump it. Because there's certainly interesting stuff that ends up in the game code.
The second one is the jump, right? So if like the first one is the ground, then jump, and then big jump.
What?
In this series.
You can press it and you can see.
I can't see. Tell me what the difference between these two are.
I don't actually know. That's the big jump.
Yeah,
That one's not really a jump.
But one of them is a small jump,
Is
and
it?
one of them is
I guess that might
across
be
the ground.
the longer one is the one that you can tend to jump things with if you hit like ramps and stuff, but I don't know if it's gonna do what you want it to do. You might have to hit a wall. You gotta bounce it twice, hit a wall, and then the back wall, and then go in. Yeah, like that.
This is not gonna work, but whatever.
You'll steal a star in the process.
Uh-huh.
Just missed it.
Whatever. I almost stole a 3rd star.
Yeah, actually, I used to have one of those, what they call flash carts, for the Game Boy Advance and for the Nintendo DS. Great way to play like homebrew games. ROM hacks is what they call the ones where you can like modify a game. Slow down.
Nope.
Okay. I guess that's a thing. I prefer playing them on the original hardware with the original cartridges and stuff. So that's what I...
It's become a whole thing, just trying to determine if you buy a game from like a game used or a used game store of like, okay, well, is this authentic or is this a knockoff?
Yeah,
There's
in
a
fact, the I found out the other day that the copy of Legend of Zelda Minish Cap that I've been playing on this channel is actually fraudulent. I actually own 2 copies of the game and realized that the one I was playing looked a little off.
Thank God.
And
At
it
least I'm
turns
neat.
out, yeah, it's fake. It works just fine, but
What's
it's-
also funny is we own another one that isn't fake.
well, that's what I mean. Like, that's how I know that it's fraudulent, is that it I have a copy of it for real, and I'm gonna do the exact same thing I did last time, aren't I? Okay, good. No, no,
Yep.
no! And off the
Oh
cliff.
my God! Oh my God! But you got one.
Yeah, it's good to have multiple copies, especially when one of them's fake. Oh yeah, no, that's a big problem, especially with the Game Boy games.
Yeah.
Like in really popular games like Zelda games and Pokemon games, things like that. You have to be really careful when you buy them to inspect them to make sure that you're getting a real copy, because there are a lot of fakes of those particular games out there. All right, let's see if I can manage this one here.
Like, I'm gonna need all the time I can to line up my shots a little bit better. At least I made it. You got it. You're on. No! Yes! I have a chance. You stop! You stop! You...
No! God dang it! Oh my goodness, I cannot.
You can't stay on this course!
How did you manage to stay on
I
here?
don't know! Watch the stream!
I hit that thing as slowly as possible towards it.
No!
Oh, jeez.
Why am I so bad at the
Just
goal?
String out my inevitable death here.
I mean, you've got a chance to get a leg up on me. Oh no, you can't. Good. That's good.
Yeah, they do that with movies and stuff a lot too, but no, it's a particular issue with the Game Boy cartridges. There's a few telltale signs. One of the most obvious ones is if you look into the slot, like right above where the gold pins are that make contact. The real ones typically have Nintendo printed on the circuit board. Now some places fake that as well, but from the ones that I have that are fakes, they aren't actually printed on there. But the real ones do have the Nintendo logo printed on the circuit board right above. So I think that I have a fake of the Minish Cap, and then I think I also have Pokemon Fire Red. It's either Fire Red or Ruby Red. One of the red one, or Pokemon Fire Red or Ruby. I think it's Fire Red that I have.
Yeah, so I remember you telling me, because you brought me, again, we have 2 of them.
Here, let me just grab it and see if I can show the camera, because it's really interesting to me.
Like one of them's got like a crystal case, and you would have assumed that one would have been the real one, and it wasn't. I think. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going this way. That's where I'm going. I did it right. I did it. I knew it. I knew what it was about. Only that time. There we go. Brandon's got you're not gonna be able to see that on the camera, but
I think if I hold them up close enough to the camera, I'll be able to see.
you think you'll be able to find like the logo on the circuit board,
Oh, not the logo, but I can show you just
the cartridges itself?
what these are.
Yeah.
So here, before we continue, I'll show you what these things look like. All right, so here is the authentic Pokemon Fire Red, and you can tell, at least from this view, that it's got a shiny label on it. You won't be able to see it, but
But it's an opaque case.
somewhere. Well, yeah, it's
Semi-transparent.
yeah, it's kind of translucent. And then here is the fake one.
So it's not a shiny one, but
No shiny label, and the case is a lot more transparent than the
yeah,
original. So you can see the.
side by side.
See if I can hold these up together here. So
The real one is more orangey.
there's the side by side there. Now you'll see with my Minish Cap one, it's a lot more obvious if you know what the real label looks like. There's the real one. Yeah, it's the same case as the Ruby one. I actually have the Ruby one in there, and it's a lot more translucent. So here's the real Minish Cap one. This one will be obvious once I hold up the other one. What's different about it? Here's the fake, and see it's got a white label instead of a red one. One thing you probably can't see on the stream is if you look really closely at them, that the red label has a much, like the printing on it is a lot more clear. The Nintendo seal is
Crisp.
is a lot more crisp on the authentic one. And then yeah, you'll never be able to see it, but inside of the slot, like down inside down inside there, you'll see the Nintendo logo on the authentic ones. And I've been playing on the fake one the whole time I've been streaming on here, and it works.
That's where your save file
It
is
works
now.
great. I can't really play it on anything else because it's on this cartridge, so I have to start over from scratch if I wanted to play it with the authentic one. So instead, I play it on a fraudulent game. So that's awesome. So all right, I haven't
you
looked
own
at this
the real
map
one.
yet.
It's not so bad.
Let's see where we are. Apparently, you can't go that direction.
Nope, none of that now.
You're over there. Some sand traps. Alright. Let's see what we can do. I don't know if I'll be able to hit this, but
Top spin.
yeah, let's get it spinning.
That's what top spin does. I don't know how to play. I don't know. I just hit the things. And I hope for the best.
Just Follow Games vet their cartridges. Follow Games is one of the better game shops. The guys there really know what they're doing. I would not be surprised if they know exactly what a fraudulent cut game looks like.
I thought I was gonna bounce over him on the way back, and I was gonna get real cranky real fast.
There's actually a game shop in Tempe that I saw selling ROM hacks. So ones that are clearly fraudulent because they never actually existed for the consoles that they were designed for. Usually if you own the real or prove you bought it, Nintendo doesn't care about fakes. Oh yeah, I'm not worried about anyone thinking that I'm like stealing the game or anything. I actually own the real ones too, unintentionally. It's not like I purchased the real ones because of because I realized the others are fake. I just happen to own both an authentic copy and a fake copy of both of those games.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of them is mine and one of them's yours, and I couldn't tell you which one's which anymore.
Let's see, we got those ones over there already. Nope, I'm gonna miss it completely because I did that.
Wait! Oh, it's so close! So close! Ugh, Brandon, why?
Oh, what is it called? think it's called like the Gaming Zone or something like that. It's on Broadway, in Tempe, Broadway and like between like Priest and Mill. I know it's kind of a big range, but kind of like near to Industrial Avenue, I think. It's a cool shop too. They actually have like
keep going,
like a little arcade you can play in as well.
Do you want to know why
Why you're going that way?
Huh?
You want more stars?
Because if I had gotten the other one, you were sitting on top of what would turn into the end goal.
Oh.
Like, literally, you were on top of it. I'm like, I can't give you the other stars. I just can't. I have to at least try to get these ones. If I can steal two.
Oh yeah, it's
stars
a
from
cool
you.
game shop. Is that the one that had the ROM hacks in it? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not 100% sure.
Is this one in the Tempe one that's like in like a strip mall? That has like the rental as
yeah,
well?
that's what I was thinking, but now I'm trying to think if that was actually the game shop that.
I think it's called the Gaming Zone. And
No, but is that the one that had the
Yes.
fake games?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah, so they had an entire case of fake games. I can't even remember.
It's
yeah.
that particular one.
Yeah.
Um,
I just can't remember which games were in
see,
there.
I've got a photo
But you
of it
took a
actually.
photo. Yeah. Okay. If I hit it that way, it's gonna go. Eh? Nope, that is not the way I wanted that to go at all. You have no idea what happened. And it's okay.
What'd you do? Sorry, I was trying to find photos here.
No, the case was not labeled fake games. In fact, they all had prices, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, they do. Like, in fact, they're kind of expensive too, if I remember right.
Yeah, they kind of were.
Here, I don't know if this will ever show up on my. I should probably just add it to the thing, but you can see there's a copy of Pokemon Yellow for the NES. They never made a Pokemon game for the NES. So.
Just go win the game, Brandon.
Ah, fine.
I mean, you can talk about it, but just go win the game.
Fine, I'll win the game if that's what you really want me to do. Hi.
Trying to distract you. Is it working?
Sure.
Okay. God, I am not. Okay, go ahead. It's your turn.
Yeah, bring up my chat again so I can see what's. Can't resist. Gotta check it out. Yeah, it's a cool shop.
Oh, yeah, no, I would have no idea. And in fact, it took Brandon telling me, like, those are the fakes. And I was like, what? What?
Oh, I hit it too short. Forget about the little arrows. You gotta hit it harder.
At least I have a chance to recoup some stars. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright. I guess keep it simple, stupid.
Yeah, just spin around in circles. That'll do it.
That's... Brandon, you missed the stream. That's what I freaking did. I did it... I did this. This is exactly what I did. I went, whoop! Whoop! Apparently, if you put extreme spin, you get extreme spin. Don't do it.
I don't know why
Unless-
the chat's not showing up on my phone anymore. No, the case wasn't labeled with fake games, but all of the fake games were in there. I doubt that store would have like sold you those games without you knowing. Like I would expect that the shop owner would say, okay, well, you realize that those aren't official games.
So, okay, Brandon, help me with this. Sorry, this is what I screwed up last time.
Okay.
If I hit the ball as it currently stands, what will happen?
It's gonna like curve off to the left.
It will curve to the direction that I've moved it in?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense.
It's not a pool cue, Allison. You're not hitting it on that side. You're spinning it to that side.
But But that doesn't. The physics don't make sense.
It doesn't matter what they make sense or not. That's the way it works.
God. I don't know what I'm doing.
See?
Ugh!
Got close. Yeah, I know. Kirby's sad.
Yeah, I think it's the gaming zone.
I think that's where it is.
Yeah. I don't have my phone, or I would look it up on GPS and tell you for sure.
Oh my goodness!
Yes, I get a chance to even this up. Let's even it up. Alright. We can just spin around to make sure there's not others that I can get to.
I don't know if that's the one we recommended or if we did recommend one, but they do have like an arcade and like what do I want to say? Like events that happen there and stuff.
So, like, all I remember being really cool. So, one, and I think that a lot of used games...
You're up. I lost my turn on that one.
Ho, 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 ho. Okay, God. No, go back.
What you were saying, Allison?
Nope, can't say and think at the same time. Don't work. Brain no function. Okay, and then you want to add top spin to this?
If you want it to roll.
Well, I screwed it up, so it doesn't really matter. Although you really don't want it to roll, because if you roll, it doesn't really roll. It's fine. We're gonna roll with the punches. Oh, the gaming shop and like a lot of gaming stores in general, they will allow you to rent games. Like this one was very upfront about renting games. It was just like, come in, you take a game home, and then you just bring it back like the next couple days, and you pay a couple bucks for it. The other thing was, like, he said that they had an arcade. The arcade wasn't like a traditional arcade in which you pay for each game. You pay per hour to go into the arcade.
Yeah, you can buy like a whole day, and you just...
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big arcade, though.
And then you can play any of the games in... Because they had all of the consoles set up against one wall. Okay, so there's two parts to the arcade. So, yeah, there's the old games arcade, which is like traditional, like, pinball. I'm gonna say ping pong.
You're trying to say pong, weren't you?
Shut up. Maybe. It's late. And then... And I finished a test.
No, what did I do?
Okay, goodbye. Hello. And like the other, so like there was two parts. So there was like modern gaming and like the old era gaming. Old era gaming was super cheap. You could just like pay for it all day. Modern gaming, you could literally, they had all the consoles set up, so you could just get a game from the other room and then just play whatever game you wanted and just hang out there. Probably not presently due to just, you know, COVID is COVID. But yeah.
I'm putting the pictures of the ROM hacks in the chat here so you can see them a little closer.
Not what I wanted.
Interesting.
Not
The end of the drink.
Not what I wanted. I thought that the backspin, as soon as you hit, would spin backwards, and I'd hit that wall and bounce forward. That's where my brain went. Oh, got it.
Oop, I messed that one up. I forgot you can't go around.
You get one shot at that, like, that,
yeah.
energy bar. If you don't take it, that's your only shot, man. That's it.
You can hit the center things and make it spin you towards them or something. No, you'd have to hit the button first. Unless you can... There, that works. You had an angle there for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what it was.
See, it goes
That
towards
one.
it.
Alright, well, we'll try it. Why not?
That didn't work, I guess. Oh, it must have been that slight front spin you had on it.
Yep. Do you think you're finally catching on to what we're doing in these games? and you go shopping, and like that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean that's pretty much COVID right now. Is some online shopping, a lot of home projects, and
Oh, come on, I hit him.
well,
Oh,
you're
I'll
gonna
get
get
this
the
guy.
other one. Why did you put a rock down?
I didn't even know what I was hitting.
Oh, chilly all of a sudden. But yeah, I don't even like to go like grocery shopping. I do the like pickup orders. I prefer that. I did that before COVID though, so it's just what I prefer.
I'm gonna do the exact same move.
Yeah, well, it worked out really.
Oh, it didn't work this time.
Really well for you last time. Yep.
I keep turning my phone off and I can't see the chat. Catching on to what we're doing. Yeah, no, it's just a weird mini golf game is all it is.
Yeah.
Oh, you have the rock.
What?
It turned into a tornado.
Why?
I don't know. That's alright, you get another
Oh, I just
Oh,
figured
you're on
it
that side.
out.
turn. Yeah, okay. I think we... Because we're sitting on the opposite sides from our point of view. I know in the camera it looks like I'm on the left and she's on the right. But from my point of view, I'm sitting on the right side. And so I thought I had the tornado and she had the rock.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. But I'm gonna get a new one right now, too. He is a question mark, and we'll give you one.
Yep. Like the question blocks from Mario Kart.
That's how this works. So you're telling us we need to sit on different areas, and I should probably be in frame. I have a habit of not being in frame. It's fine.
We don't need to sit in different areas. This makes perfect sense for everyone else.
Does it?
Yeah, because see, I'm on the left on the camera.
Oh, we're the ones that get confused. I see, I see.
Oh, that wasn't hard enough. Oh well.
Rude.
That's the point. Oh, you might be able to get both of them. Didn't look like you hit him.
I agreed, and I was like, no!
You gonna go in? You little umbrella to go.
I umbrellaed in!
Oh no, that puts you way ahead.
Yes!
I gotta catch up. Oh no,
You're
that's the
only
last
two.
level. That was the last level.
Yes! This is the first time! This is the third time we've played
Oh
this
my
game, but
goodness.
this is the first time I've won!
Right at the last second. Oh my goodness.
Oh, yes! Yay! Brandon loves me, that's all I know. That's actually a really cute end screen. Has it always been that cute? I've just never paid attention.
Probably. Yeah, it is a lot of fun. This game is one of those ones that's just like
Woo. Thanks, Tom.
that's like, I don't know, it's fun and entertaining, but it's also relaxing. You don't really have to, you're not like on edge with it or anything. You can kind of take your time with it and stuff.
Well, it's a little easier to talk to because it's like his turn, my turn, his turn, my
Yeah,
turn.
right. Yeah, it's an easy one to stream.
Yeah. What time is it?
Right now it's 8:30.
No.
So Allison has been,
No, not sleeping well.
well, I mean, the fact
And
that
stressing out about a test that I don't get the results for 4 to 5 days.
you play another one.
Sure.
All right, let's play Krakow. Allison has been. Oop, I hit the wrong button. Allison has been traveling for the last day and a half. She went to Washington D.C. to take a English exam for Canadian immigration, and holy cow, the world is spinning here.
Things that my brain still says, like, should not be broadcasted, but whatever.
Oh, it's fine. Everybody knows.
I know.
Um,
I am absolutely going to self-quarantine for the next 14 days. I have no reason to leave this house.
oh, that's what you're worried about?
Yes! Yes,
people.
because it's COVID, and I just literally went across country.
Allison went to Washington D.C. to take an English test.
And I was very, very safe the entire time.
Yes, she never left her hotel except to go to the test, and back to the airport. But the problem is that on her return flight home, she flew Frontier, and they only had 2 flights a day that go between D.C. and Phoenix, and one of them had a layover in Denver, and so she had a 12-hour layover in Denver.
I don't know how I'm supposed to do this.
Hit the ball somewhere.
I don't know where it's gonna go.
Yeah, that's the point, I think.
All right, we're just going off the edge. Okay, there's a protector. Hey, look, I'm back. No, I'm not. I don't know where it's going.
It's never gonna stop.
Oh my god. Oh, did she cough? Oh no.
Yeah, Allison pretty much did crash when she got home, but
Yes.
part of that is there, we turned it off.
Thank you. I appreciate
Part of it, though, she also found a good spot to sleep in the Denver airport.
Yeah,
so
Brandon was awesome. I think in at least our little group, and I can even post to this chat like the photos of the area that he found me, because like I've slept in airports before. It doesn't bother me. I'm just like whatevs. But that was too hard.
And don't worry, I know who you are, but unless you tell me who you are in the chat, I'm gonna say your username. Exoskill is asking, what did you do to pass the time?
So Brandon okay, so we'll get to that in a minute, what I did. But first, I used to... It's so cheating. Come on, at least hit me. At least hit me.
I span it too fast. I'll go right past it.
God damn it. I've slept in airports before. I usually just go to an empty terminal. Like, not all of the gates are being used at the same time. So I'll just be like, cool, I'll find a different one and I'll just go. It's like, it's not that big of a deal. God damn it, I can't do this to save my life.
Oh, you put the spiky thing
Yes,
on it.
I did! Because I can't do that to save my life. I always overshoot. But Brandon was like, he was actually super concerned about me because it was a 13-hour layover, and he was just like, Allison, we can get you a hotel.
There, now go in.
Whatever. And I was like, no, it'll be fine. I'll just go sleep somewhere. Like I don't really care. He's like, no, but like, you deserve like a comfy bed. And I was like, no, I'm fine. And like, so while I was trying to track down food, he actually looked up the airport and found like the comfiest places to sleep. They actually have like a whole little section up on the mezzanine level of the Denver airport, which is second level Terminal A.
Yeah.
And this is just set up. Like, there's seriously 6 actual, like, comfy, like, couch bed things. Like, chaise lounge-esque.
And Tom's saying, oh, one of the beach chair things. So they had those in that same area. But they also had, I don't know, like kind of like a leaning back bucket seat kind of thing.
Super comfy chairs. So like the padding on them, like the photo that I have doesn't look like it has a lot of padding, but they actually have like a good like 1.5 inches of padding, so they're really comfy. And the way that they just like hold you is really nice.
Allison said that the place was that little area was in particular just filled with people who were sleeping.
Yeah, and like, so there was like 3 styles of chairs, and like the security guards would come around every like half hour just to make sure like nothing was going on, and they actually came around with like little trash bags and collected trash from each one of us, just like, hey, like, for me it was really nice because I was there by myself, and like I got one of the comfy places, and I was like, I'm not leaving this area, like I'm not giving up my comfy bed, like no, I'm here for 13 hours, I have to sleep, like no. But like, and I had all my so I had McDonald's at the airport, but I had like all of my bags and food, and the guy was just like, oh, can I take that from you? And I was like, yeah, absolutely, thank you. It was so nice. The only thing I didn't like was
Yes, I did it.
you cheater, pumpkin eater. was that the lights were just as bright as the rest of the airport, and I was like, ugh. And I didn't have a blanket. God, I could have used a blanket. I grabbed my my clothes and my dirty clothes, and I was just like, whatever. These are my blankets now.
Just hit it. You're already lined up with them.
Boom! I don't know where I'm gonna go after this. Let's go.
Right back. Did you do anything else in the airport?
So how did I pass the time, I guess was the other question, right?
Yeah.
So I ate, found the spot, and then Brandon very kindly was just like, hey, what can I do for you? And cheater!
You won't be able to sync it if you do that.
You don't know that.
You can try and rotate it. Let's see if it works.
There's no promises here. That's the wrong way. You knew it was the wrong way.
No, it wasn't the wrong way. It just went too soon.
I don't know how to do this. It's fine. I think I still am +1 on stars on you. I think I got +2 last time. No, we're tied. We're tied. Okay.
So I don't actually know where you were with that story. You said something like that I was kind. I did something for you, but I don't know.
Yeah, you did. You offered to stream Minish Cap for me.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Because I really like watching Brandon play games plural, but in particular Minish Cap, because I've actually played that game. It was eons ago that I played that game. So I don't remember much of the levels at all, but I find it very comforting, especially just to hear your husband's voice. So he streamed it for me, and I literally laid there until I fell asleep. That was my life. It was just, I'm pretty sure at one point Brandon realized that I wasn't replying in chat anymore. I missed that entirely. Don't talk about it. Let's just move on. Just forget about it. It's okay. But other than that, I played a lot of Octopath Traveler, which is a Switch game. And honestly, I think that Tom would really, really like that game. The story in it is really, really well written. Do I have to bounce into
I think you have to jump into it.
I mean, I guess I could just do what I'm here for. I think this would work.
Yeah, I think if you hit it hard enough, you'll go over it.
I just don't know how hard to hit it without going completely over it.
Apparently that was a pretty good hit.
Alright.
If I hit it now, am I gonna immediately go up or am I gonna hit the wall?
Yeah, no, it's pretty much the same thing. So Tom's saying that he used to, like to watch Jeannie play unless, especially if she was using bad words, because that meant that she was definitely having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, this is kind of true with Brandon, too, is, there's a couple times in the game he'll be getting kind of frustrated with it, and that's when I will start laughing, and I'm just like, no, this is great. This is the best part of the game. You're actually showing genuine emotion and interest in it. It's
Way
not
too
too
hard.
easy for you. Shut up! I'm talking. You don't need to hear your commentary. You're already better starred than I am. God damn. No!
Nothing but net.
No. I can't do it when it's next to me. How did I win the last game? Oh my god. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I'm pretty sure Allison agrees with you, Exoskill.
Is there a flip the table button?
Yeah, look, you can see the...
I can see the emoji.
Okay.
I'm just asking if there's a button I can press. Play this like it's tabletop.
Can I?
But no, like, so, like, my 13-hour layover, so I got in at, ooh, what, 9? Something like that. So, like, it was late at night anyway, so I pretty much just ate and then fell asleep and then got up in the morning. Ooh, I did have to deal with,
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you, no! Okay, you stop. What did you do? And can I do it on this side? Yeah, probably. Let's see. I don't know what you did precisely, but...
I'm getting good at this game, apparently.
Nope. Did you bounce? You must have bounced.
It's a little different on the other side.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I bounced off of that platform in the middle and then put a lot of topspin on it so that it would shoot it over there.
Got it.
Alright, let's see. How hard do I have to hit it for these to get out of the sand trap here?
Oh, so yeah, I did try to go, like, talk to customer service. Just because I left my battery pack on the flight, and I didn't realize until the morning. And I was like, whatever, not that big of a deal. It was a free battery pack, anyway. And I was like, alright, well, it's worth an ask. Like, I'm here. It's, you know, equivalent to 4 in the morning in Phoenix. And, but I'm awake, so I'll go talk to customer service. And it turns out that was a bad idea. Actually, it wasn't too bad, but Frontier's customer service is definitely not the the nicest of people. I don't know. So...
Oh my goodness.
Exoscale, do you believe in me? Do you? I've won the last game, I promise. There's footage of it somewhere. Swear to God. Oh my God. But anyway, it wasn't actually my story that got me so, like, infuriated with the Frontier's customer service. It was like the lady behind me was in tears, and she was on the phone with, like, presumably, like, her mom or something, and she was like, no, I was there, I was on time, I handed them my ticket, and it just wouldn't scan, and they said that they just didn't have time for it, and they closed the doors on me. And she's like, I was trying to show them my... I give up. I give up! Game done. Trying to show her the invoice that she had, like, in her email, and they were like, we just don't have time for this. So it was, like, even a level worse than that was, she said that, like, she was in line, they scanned her ticket, so she wasn't even, like, last, she wasn't running late, and...
No! Okay, that's good enough.
That's not what I needed. That is
yeah, watch
not
yourself.
what I needed.
Okay, at least it didn't... Oh, right, I should have defended. Oops.
You can defend.
Yeah.
That's a thing. But, like, they'd asked her to step out of line because it didn't scan, like, you know, we'll kind of deal with you at the end. And then, I don't know what that emoji is.
It's a thumbs up.
Oh, okay. Is that a you believe in me? It's, like, really tiny and, like, across the... It's fine. It's fine.
So, the lady was at the counter checking in, or at the counter complaining about the fact that she was at the gate on time trying to check in, but her pass wouldn't scan.
Yeah, and, like, they basically were telling her, well, the only other flight out of here, it's gonna cost you $500, and it's not for, like, you know, till the end of the day. She's like, I was here, and I was on time, and I had my boarding pass. Now I'm learning of all the different emoji that the Twitch has to offer. Yay! Brandon did a... No, you don't get one. Good, thank God. I was like, you did a funny one. I'm not the only one that goes a little overboard. Alright. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Can I make it up here? I don't know. I'm gonna try. But yeah, I literally told the lady, I was like, stop dealing with these guys, call... Should have looked at the whole map.
And she's gone.
Should have looked at the map. I was like, just call corporate. Call corporate because... And then, oh, I think I missed one... Well, no, I did say this. But, like, literally, like... I cannot believe that the gate agent was just like, we don't have time for this. And, like, closed the door on her and left without her. Like, she was there. They have... Yeah, no. I really hope that that they got a free flight out of it because that was... That's ridiculous. But, like, the customer service there just didn't feel like they even had time for her either. They were just like, no, you have to pay for the thing. You just missed your flight. They were trying to charge it like it was just a missed flight. Like, she just, like, overslept. It's like, no, I was there.
Yeah, I doubt she got a free flight. Frontier is one of those, like, they're like Spirit or Allegiant. They're one of those budget airlines that...
Let's try this again, but not so fast?
They just
not fast enough.
don't
Whatever,
care
I
about
stole
their
your star.
customers.
It's fine.
Yeah, they're one of those ones that just don't care about their customers. So
I mean, corporate might. I don't know.
yeah, we'll see.
I don't know.
guess we
So,
won't
like,
see,
for mine, so I was at the customer service desk for Frontier, and I was like, oh, I need my, I just want to file a lost claims report for my, my battery pack, and she was like, you're gonna have to go outside of security, and then go all the way down to baggage claim, and hope that they have it, and come all the way back, and I was like, I don't need it that badly, like, it's okay, and, like, I walked away from her, sat down at the gate, and pulled up it on my phone and went, oh, I can file online. I can just file this, and that's it.
What? No, I did hit the wrong button. It's okay, I'll steal this one.
Hey, rude. But it was like, how did the customer service agent, and I had actually let the customer service agent know, I was like, my flight boards in 20 minutes, like, I'm not going out of the way, and she was like, you know we don't ship, right? Like, we don't ship at all, so, like, if you leave it here, it's gone. And I was like, it's not that important. It's really not. Also, their website clearly says that once they find the item, they'll contact me in regards to shipping. That's not what I wanted.
You get your star back.
I don't know how much they'll charge me to ship, but they would.
She got that battery. It's one of those like little like USB battery pack things. She got it for free from her dad.
I did.
I don't think she cares.
It's branded as like one of the companies my dad works for, so it's fine. It was a really nice one. It was a really nice like size.
But I thought it was the jumpy thing, not the tornado.
It that was the one you had before you screwed it up.
Yeah, but didn't change.
That's again not what I meant.
You're gonna go right off the edge.
I don't know. Is it gonna bounce me back? It's
Oh,
gonna bounce
you
me
got it.
back. Stay. Stop. What did I just do? What the hell? I'm getting really tired. If you guys can't tell, like,
Oh, Tom, there are decent airlines out there. We fly Southwest all the time, and they're awesome.
Oh yeah, no. This was a last minute.
This is Frontier. They're
This
one of
is-
those budget airlines. They charge you for water on the flight.
Yeah, no. They were charging $5 for water, and they said they had a limited supply. Like, that's nice. Thanks. I'm on a almost 4-hour flight. You got 6 of them in that round. That hurts. I'm playing my A game. This is how it usually goes. Last time was a fluke. It was just my jam. These guys they're dancing.
Oh, it's my turn. Let's look
Dancing,
around.
dancing.
Let's
No,
see.
so like this was just such a last minute flight that we
What
took
is
kind of
this
whatever
for?
was available. And actually, there's kind of a problem with just as few flights as there currently are running right now.
Yeah, there's not really a lot of options out there. The airlines, what's going on?
Ah, it's like an energy drink.
Oh, you're trying to see the emojis?
Yes, I can't see them. Ugh, were there chickens flying around? I feel like you're trying to be funny, but my tired brain doesn't get the joke. It doesn't get it. Just because, like, is it like animals have been known to be like coming out more because of COVID? Is that what we're going with? I don't get it.
Are there chickens flying around the plan? Windows
I assume it means plane.
Oh. Thanks.
Shh. I also just realized I have a fire thing that I probably could have used to like launch myself over there. I don't know what would have happened if I had used it. Just miss. God damn you! Can you miss for once? Just once!
Budget plane ride with cargo, aka chickens.
Oh, I have no idea. If you're just talking about, like, if it was underneath, I don't know. Am I still being dumb?
Sure.
Okay. All I know was that, like, Frontier was also ridiculously strict. So on my last layover, or my last flight, it was me, a mother and her daughter. And, like, at one point the daughter had to go use the restroom, no big deal. I let them out. They walked up there, and, like, Frontier was like, she must be wearing shoes at all times. It's a safety thing. And, like, the lady, like, even went one step further and was like, we could crash at any moment, and she needs to be ready to go. And, like, to, like, a little
the plane
girl,
just fall out of the sky.
And, like, the little girl, like, almost started crying, and it was just like, what just happened? Like, the mother came back and was just like, can you pass me her shoes? And I was like, yeah, I can. It's fine. Tornado! Tornado! Any which way, keep going! And that actually worked pretty well! Keep going! Keep going! Keep going! Not that far! Whatever. Hey, you! No! No, that's mine! That's mine! I'm here. I'm closer.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah?
How do I defend? What is defend?
I don't know. I think it just...
What happens if I get it on... Okay. Thanks,
Did
Brandon.
you get it?
Yeah, I did! I got another one! You hit
have more
me
stars than me now. There's one up in the air.
Oh, is that what that is? Thank you. Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, I shouldn't have, huh?
I'm not sure I can hit that, but I'm gonna try. There we go. There we go. We gotta even up the score a little bit. God,
One star.
I don't know what this button does. What does this do?
It turned you into a spaceship.
It just went. I don't know what it would have done. I know. Who says that? Like, we have to. Well, we have to be prepared for it. Like, I get that that might be like.
Oh, come on!
I got a chance. It's not gonna happen, but I got a chance.
I actually think you might have a good shot at that.
Alright, gotta get this. No! No! I can't do it to save my life! Oh my god! making up this total? You should have just gave me that one.
It's okay, you only have one hole left to make up, like...
Can you math it?
No, I'm too tired right now.
Can you math it? The answer is too goddamn much.
16 points. I better hope there's 16 enemies on this one and that you get all
none.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16.
Woo! There's a chance.
Watch my skills.
So the reason that we're actually playing this game today, I mean we might have anyway.
Those are good skills, huh?
Is I specifically asked Brandon. I was like, hey, I need a distraction because my test scores aren't gonna come in for a few days. I'm an anxious little like ball of anxiety. And I need
Anxious ball of anxiety.
Shut up! This is why I had to retake the goddamn test. Shut up! I don't need to deal with this. Oh my god!
Lots of backspin on that.
The
Some
fucking
spaceship.
Friggity, fraggity, get to it!
I think you're supposed to do the spaceship while you're in the air.
What does it do? All right, I'm gonna
Probably
just
lets you
do it
float
next
around.
time. I'm just gonna let it be next time. Can I have your pillow?
No, I'm using it.
Are you? I don't
Yes.
see it. Oh no. Can you be my pillow? Apparently the answer to that is yes.
That's fine. What happened to the sourdough every day?
I still have a sourdough starter. I fed it today. We actually need to make another loaf. I did have sourdough right before I got on the plane. That helped.
So I think you're talking about the sourdough starter.
Yeah, which I make.
Yeah, but
It's
like
still...
you don't have to feed it every single day after like the first week.
Oh, yeah. So like the first, is it week or 2 weeks? I can't remember. It's a pain in the ass where you have to feed it every single day, but then it goes in the refrigerator and only has to get fed on Mondays. And guess what? I went off the edge. No, I didn't. That's good.
No, you did.
That's not the right button. I don't know what's wrong. Oh my god.
That was hilarious.
So then it goes in the fridge and gets fed on only on Mondays. I have to remember to feed it early enough on a Monday because it has to spend 4 hours at room temperature before it goes back into the refrigerator, so that the cultures have a chance to actually consume all of the new food. Or not all of it, but some of it. But yeah, my sourdough is doing just fine. I was actually gonna ask Brandon to help me make a loaf. Don't
That's
even.
a skill. Be free.
No, I don't want to be free. I want to be on the map. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, I missed
You're
totally.
gonna do it. Oh, there's a wall there. God damn it. No, that's okay.
Let's
No,
go.
That actually worked out really well for you. I don't want to be here. This is not what I want to be. Alright, where's on the map? I got like these guys. I got that guys. Is that it?
The green one's easy to get.
Yeah, I know. You say that. Alright, here we go. Should I go off the edge again?
Sure, I don't mind.
The friend's okay. I'll just hang it over in this corner. Look, I just need some time out, y'all. I need some time out. But yeah, no. I don't know if we're playing until I pass out. But as a general rule, I like when I'm like anxious about something, I need something that like I am an active participator in. So, I used to be, I'd just go hang out on the elliptical until my lungs hurt, which is apparently not a good thing according to my doctors. Whatever. So we're trying this, which actually fits into 2 different areas, including my, my doctor told me that I'm not gonna get the second one, but I can try. That I need to learn to relax, and that I should spend an uncomfortable amount of time. I don't know what this one does, but we're doing it. It sparkles.
It makes you sparkly.
An uncomfortable amount of time trying to relax. So that's where I'm at. If I wasn't so goddamn tired while I was at the airport, I'm really genuinely enjoying the Octo Traveler game that I'm playing. But like I was even having a hard time like listening to like audiobooks and like remembering what they were saying. I was like, oh man, I am close to deliriously tired. Like, just be happy I remember where I need to be and that I set alarms. I wasn't like the other dude. So like the dude who was in front of me at the customer service stand, he was just like, first off, total like I feel like he was still high. He was just like, I slept too long. I slept here last night, but I slept too long. And I don't have.
Don't worry, I almost doubled your score.
This is not a good hair tie to try to like snap at you. It doesn't work.
That's true.
It doesn't work.
Alright. We've been playing for an hour and 41 minutes. It is 9 o'clock right now. Do you want to play another one, or are we done with this? We still got Wispy Woods we haven't played.
It's true, we still have not played Wispy Woods. How are you feeling?
Tiebreaker, Ann? It's up to you.
Reading comments. Moon Hunters. Yeah, so is that the one that you put in like the message before, like you told me about before? I may look into it, but probably only once I get sick of playing this game. Like, I don't know. I don't like having games that I don't actually end up playing, so I'm not Brandon.
Yes, I have a lot of games and some of them are really bad.
Well, it's not even that there's some of them are really bad. Like, you've got a lot of really good games. It's just, sometimes making time to play them. Like,
So we're doing tiebreaker, or are we done for this?
I don't know. What does chat say? By chat, I mean, like, you know, frenzies.
What do you guys think? Should we play another round, or should we call it a day?
Because if we call it a day, I'll just go play my my Octo Traveler. Feed the dogs. Did you feed the fish while I was gone?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
It's only for a day.
Which means that they would have been fine had you not fed them. That's just not your responsibility, and they are passive and may not have been able to ask for food the way the cats can.
Oh my goodness, the cats.
Oh my god. So, Zora, turns out, probably, she's on the probably has allergies, some sort of a food allergy. So she's on a limited diet right now, limited ingredient diet, which means that she's getting really expensive wet food. But we figured wet food is generally considered better for cats anyway, and Dai is overweight. Zora is apparently just the vet said she was borderline overweight. Like, she's fine if she gained no more weight. Like, ugh.
Alright, well, I think that we are probably going to end up stopping this stream here.
You like seeing delirious Allison? Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna send everyone over to a streamer I like to watch. She's playing Majora's Mask right now, so we're gonna go raid her channel with 3 people.
Woo!
But she's a good
Living
streamer,
large.
so we'll do that. You don't have to stick around on her channel or anything, but I figure, why not? But yeah, this is fun. We've been playing for nearly 2 hours, so we'll call it here and maybe pick this up another time. All right, we're gonna go over to X Cross's channel now. Later, guys.